Hey ladies, it's Jamie and welcome to my channel. So today I'm just going to do a short tutorial again. This is the second one I've done. The first one I did was on how to tie a perfect knot tie on a button-up shirt. And this has gotten a lot of good responses, but I did have a couple of comments that made me think I need to follow up with a few other things. So if you're watching this one and haven't watched that one, I will link it in the banner for you and put it in the description below. But I wanted to come back and talk about why I tied the button-up shirt the way I did. And it is very similar to what people would call a square knot or a tie that you learn in Girl Scouts or Brownies. And you can do that with this tie, but I changed it up just a little bit because I thought it got a better result. So I'm going to show you that and explain why. And then I want to show you how to tie a square knot because I just posted a video with this really cute pink dress that has a tie, and I'm going to show you how to do the knot and how to do a very pretty bow on it if you wanted to tie it in a bow like I did. So we're just going to have fun today. I hope you love this. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and I'm hoping to do more of these as we go along. And if there's any little things that you guys want to know about, please put them in the comments below. So now I want to show you how to do the perfect square knot on a tie like this. This is something that you will see on pants, shorts, and dresses, and even tops. So this is a good way if you want to do a knot, and then I'll show you a good way if you want to do a bow. So for this knot, I'm just going to make sure that everything is straight and nothing is twisted. And you can actually do this either way if you want to, but you can follow my instructions just to not make it confusing. But we're going to go right over left, and then we're going to take the left one under. So right over left and then under, and then we're going to go left over right and bring the right one under. And you can see where it has created this straight material here. It's not scrunched up or anything, and it's going to stay that way. As we pull, you are going to see that square, and so you have a really pretty square knot in your tie, and I really love this. I don't like wearing my ties in the center, so I would move it over a bit and bring it to the side. So now let's look at how to tie the bow. And so I forgot to mention that you want to make sure that your ties are the same length before you get started on a knot or a bow. And just to keep with consistency, I'm going to start the same way. So if you start right over left, that's totally fine. If you start left over right, that's totally fine. Find what is comfortable for you. And so I'm going to do right over left again because that's how I've started everything that I've shown you. So we're just going to continue on. So we're going to go right over left, and we're going to take the left one under, and I'm just going to tie it tight. So I'm going to let that left one go and just kind of hang down, and I want to make sure that it's flattened out. And then we'll take the right one and actually make a loop. And you want to loop under, you don't want to loop over like this. So yes and no. So we're going to loop under, and you're just going to hold it there with your fingers at the end where you tied it so it stays tight. You'll take the right one and you're going to loop it over and come out to the side, and you have made a hole right here between what you've looped in the loop and what you've taken around. So our thumb is showing in the hole. So we're going to take this and put it over our thumb and pull it through. And so now you're going to have to mess with it for a second. This is kind of a thicker tie, so I'm going to loosen it up so I can pull it tighter. And sometimes you'll have to take the middle and just pull it over a bit. You know, the material catches on each other and moves around. And so it's okay if you have to kind of spread out the bow and fiddle with it a minute and get it all turned correctly, because sometimes it will get a little wonky, but this is the best way to get that pretty little bow that you see professional people do all the time. And it's just super easy. So again, I don't like it in the center, so I'm going to move it to the side, and you have your perfect tied bow. So now that you have seen how to tie a square knot in the bow, I want to explain to you why I did the white button-up shirt a little bit different. So if you noticed, anytime you went right over left, you took one under, and then you did left over right and the other one under. So that is easy to remember. But what I did with the white button-up shirt is I did right over left and over, and then left over right and under. So there was one difference, which is the over in the first step. And so you take right over left, and I took the right one and went over and pulled it tight. And the reason why I did that is because it gives you better closure of the opening here. You don't see it as much. And then the left over right and the left under to create that pretty knot on the outside. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I do it like you would a square knot. So I'm going to go right over left, and I'm going to take the left one under. I almost went over, and I'm going to tie it up. So you can see the opening here is not very appealing when you do it that way. And then we'll do left over right and bring it the same way we did before. And it creates an opening here that I don't really love. And if you do it the way that I did in my instructional video, the tutorial I just posted, which I will link it for you if you have not watched it, and I just thought the result was a lot better. You can do it this way if that's easier for you to remember. And if you want to do it like you would do a square knot, then that's perfectly fine. Just know you're going to get a little bit of an opening there that I don't think is as attractive. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope I didn't miss anything. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And I did want to just reiterate about the white button-up shirt. You can tie it the same way that you tie the square knot, but I really like just making that small adjustment because it makes a difference in what it looks like. So I hope you found that helpful. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.